Good afternoon, and thank you for coming here due to a hiccup in the YouTube algorithm. Kidding, sort of. Let's get rid of your hiccups. We'll also tell you what the heck hiccups scientifically are, as well as some unbelievable facts shortly, including the tale of Charles Osborne, who once had the hiccups for 68 years, a Guinness World Record. But let's get right to all the ways to get rid of your hiccups, so you don't wind up like him. Time to burp it out on this esophageal episode of Brain Drain. How to get rid of hiccups. First, try different ways of drinking water. Huh? Yup. To get rid of hiccups, you must confuse your vagus nerve, and the only way to do that is to confuse your body, your nerve impulses, and your diaphragm. Drink 24 small sips of water very quickly. Feel free to pause the video to see if that works. Now, take a sip of water from the far side of the glass. Weird, but it works for many. Next, try drinking very cold water in one long sip. Still not working? Gargle ice water for 30 seconds. Then, after a breath, swallow chewed up ice water. No access to a glass of water? Use what you got. Press your thumb to the palm of your other hand. Press it firmly for a good 60 seconds. Or, go with the old-fashioned hug your knees into your chest for 2 minutes. Let's get weird. Try pulling your tongue and spelling your name by using both your index fingers and your thumbs. Wayne. Now, once your hands are dry, of course, lightly press your thumbs against your closed eyes while humming the last song you heard on the radio. Don't look back. Don't think twice. Close your mouth while pinching your nose for some measured breathing. Breathe in for 5 seconds, then breathe out for 5 seconds. Repeat to the point of calm. Still hiccuping after all this tried and true chaos theory? Time to go to the cupboard or the grocery store and get some food aid. The New England Journal of Medicine stated that sucking on a lemon cured 14 of 16 hiccup test patients. Is that too sour for you? Put granulated sugar on your tongue. Not much of a sweet tooth? Try a few scoops of peanut butter. Are you allergic to peanut butter? A spoonful of cocoa mix from hot chocolate or Ovaltine should do the trick too. Still desperate? A single drop of vinegar could sour and overpower those hiccups right down. This last one might seem inappropriate, but the National Institute of Health has published data confirming that one way for hiccups to release is by achieving a physical climax. We'll just leave that one right there. Moving on. So, what are hiccups? Simply put, a hiccup is an involuntary contraction of the diaphragm. More wordily put, a myoclonic jerk occurs when the reflex arc gets triggered, and that specific reflex causes an intense spasm of the diaphragm, which is followed by a closure of the vocal cords. This closure of the vocal cord makes that recognizable hic noise that led to the creation of the made-up word hiccup, sometimes referred to as a hic-cough. How do we get hiccups? Hiccups come without warning and can last for minutes, hours, days, or even years. The rhythm of the hiccup almost always remains the same, and it's usually caused by one's own eating or drinking habits. Recipes for common hiccups include spicy foods, carbonated drinks, eating too much or too fast, or drinking too much or too fast. Just having fun with food in general can lead to your body fighting you with the hiccups. There are medicines and health conditions that also lead to hiccups, as the phrenic and vagus nerves run from the neck to the diaphragm. Neurological disorders can lead to not being able to control the hiccups as well. Time for some crazy hiccup stories. American Charles Osborne lived from 1884 to 1991. From 1922 to 1990, he had the hiccups. Osborne and the 68-year streak were entered in the Guinness World Records as the longest attack of the hiccups, with an estimated 430 million hiccups. The Latin word for hiccups is singultus, which derives from the Latin singult, meaning to catch one's breath while sobbing. Which sounds about right. Hiccups are only known in mammals. In horses, it's referred to as thumps. But how did we as a species start to hiccup? The scientific community believes that humans evolved to hiccup so they could breathe and suck milk simultaneously while nursing. Hiccups are more common in babies than adults, and it stands to reason that the built-in reflex to suppress peristalsis in the esophagus grew from needing to breathe between feedings. Some ultrasounds have revealed fetuses hiccuping in the womb. Centuries ago, the folklore around hiccups led many to think it meant your growth spurt was coming. In parts of Europe today, people believe that having the hiccups means someone is thinking of you. And we all know that when you have the hiccups, you can't think of anything else. So, what method works for you? What technique surprised you? Have you passed out from trying all of them? The next video should be starting soon anyway. Thanks for watching Brain Drain. I'm Tom Polos, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a no-brainer.